Hi, it's Mike back once again with tip number 55 from our top 100 tips, tools, and life lessons from the Insight One Awakening Heart Seminar. We're going to explore forgiveness. And we could probably spend a week on forgiveness. But I just want to touch on a couple of core things here. It's going to build off of what we were just speaking about, certainly in terms of self-compassion, allowing ourselves to be human, acknowledging ourselves as human, doing the best we can, somehow bringing in a softening lens to ourself and to others when it has to do with forgiveness, recognizing we're doing the best we can, that we are human, whether that's for ourselves or for somebody else. One of the other aspects of forgiveness is forgiveness really tends to relate more to the judgment we hold on something, on ourselves or on someone else or their action or our action, as opposed to the actual thing we were doing. And so when we focus, I know with Insight, when we focus our forgiveness, we focus the forgiveness on the part of us that's judging, the part of us that's actually looking at something that someone has done or that we have done and has made it wrong in some way, has determined that it's wrong in some way. And how do we begin to watch and notice and let go of the judgment that allows actually some of what we talked about in terms of guilt and resentment, allows the action, the image to begin to balance again. So there's this aspect of humanity. There's this aspect of self-compassion for ourselves and for others. There's this aspect of noticing the judgment we hold. And I think the final thing I'll say about forgiveness is that forgiveness, because people oftentimes we get confused. There's this kind of strange logic where we say, well, if I know somebody did something wrong, how can I pretend that they didn't? Or if I know I did something that I don't feel good about, how can I pretend that I didn't do that? It's like it almost feels like it goes counterintuitive. And what we sometimes say is, one, besides recognizing that we're human and we make mistakes and, to give ourselves and others a break, is to actually notice and look past the behavior and into the kind of the heart of who someone is. And forgiveness at its essence looks kind of past the mistakes we make in life and our tendency to want to judge ourselves as being wrong because of that, or judge someone else as being wrong or being bad because of that. And actually recognize that moving past that judgment we bring into seeing us as whole, seeing us as complete, as loving, as who we truly are, and doing the same for someone else. So when we can really open up this space for forgiveness, we acknowledge our humanity and the fact that we make mistakes, but forgiveness looks past that human aspect and certainly past the part of us that can be really hard on ourselves in terms of thinking there's something wrong with me or something wrong with someone else, and into the place that recognizes who we truly are, which is whole, complete, and beautiful. So practice forgiveness. For years, it's been a practice of mine. Not always an easy practice, but I think a very powerful one for certainly for some of us. So thank you for listening. Check out what's happening at Insight Boston at insightboston.org. Just check out what's happening globally at insightseminars.org. And certainly check out what's happening in your local Insight community. Have a great day.